Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We had an amazing time at Bristol. Great meeting each and every one of you guys that stopped by the booth, picked up a shirt. You know, if you guys want to help support these bad decisions that we always make, because you can tell we're kind of going backwards here. So head on over to boosted.ride.com. Like I said, meeting you guys, Dennis Anderson, a bunch of other guys there, all the other YouTubers and stuff. It was a great time. So yeah, in this video, you're going to see what happened to the motor here. I don't think I went over everything, but maybe at the end of this video I'll recap a few additional details, because this was 2 days ago when we tore it apart. 3 days actually. I've been working on the Mopar, the Dodge panel truck back there, and Jason's been slaving away on this motor. Today is Thursday. We're supposed to leave tomorrow, and we have to leave tomorrow by 9 p.m. to make it there in time for the influencer meet and greet, I think they call it. So, Jason, I hope you're working fast over there. So I'll bolt it in, you get the motor work done. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Jeez. Just come off a win. I gotta spend money on trucks already. And all of a sudden I look in the mirror and I said, boy, it sure is pulling kind of hard. Yeah. Jason, we just won money to work on the truck. So now you got 3 brand new axles and it's already fucked up.
I wasn't driving it either.
U-bolt's broke. Other side.
Yep. U-bolt, ain't it, over there?
Yep.
Holy shit!
Well, we pulled the clear view apart and doesn't look good, Jason. Well, half of it's on the magnet that I already wiped off, so it is metal. Just leave it down there. I dropped one too.
I gotta, the wrench, take it off.
Oh, you dropped the wrench. I thought you dropped one of the bolts.
No, it's out there. Get rid of that strap.
Alright, so this is the clear view out of Death Trap. I got this valve cover off here. We'll come back to that in a moment. And then we also have the clear view separated on burning green here. And Jason's seen this, and this is why we didn't run it. I didn't take a magnet to it yet, but there's definitely some bearing material in this one. So unfortunately the motor's gonna have to come out of this. And since we're running restricted push rods in here, but I still think we're gonna do something different with this catch can situation as far as just collecting it. We're gonna, since the motor's gonna be out, make it return back to the pan as well. Head back over here. Jason's got the valve cover off and we'll see the situation here. What's that? Oh.
A bolt's broke down in there. I don't know where all the needles and shit are at.
That looks...
Right down over here. Oh, hopefully
Clip, needles.
Got a magnet there.
Oh, here's part of the bar over here. Let's see if the push rods are any good.
Yeah, Smith Brothers, we might need new push rods. Well,
And
that's not
Jessel or T&D or Jessel, we're gonna need some new rock arms.
good. Yep. So yeah, right there you can see, snap the shaft right off. Too many RPMs, Jason.
Yeah.
7,500 is definitely not too much. I mean, what did the Camaro see? 9,500 once?
Don't tell that new owner that.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, 8,200, yeah. For a split second. Yeah, we've got maybe some looking to do here. Hopefully it's just a neglect of maintenance for a lash adjustment on that. What do any other ones look like?
I didn't. Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Push rod, the end's gone. What's this? That might have been the top of the valve cover.
Oh.
The push rod is gone.
How, those lights don't carry a warranty when you slobber in the butt.
Right there, the tip.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's see here. Oh yeah.
Tip's gone.
So that was probably what a lot of this material was here that I pulled off.
We're down one cylinder. Traction control.
Yeah, built-in traction control. Yeah, run the needles through the oil pan.
Didn't help us though.
So motor's got to come out or what?
We could see if we can get all the pieces here, I guess.
You're gonna count all those needles that are laying over there and
Yeah,
make
put
sure
them
we
all
got them
back. Put them all back in here and see if it.
Yep, set them in and. Okay, well that's the situation. So I'll update you. I think we're gonna call it quits for today, and we'll come back out tomorrow. Maybe I'll start pulling the motor on burning green. That's got to come out for sure. So, and LS Fest is a week from to yesterday.
Yeah.
A week from yesterday, so
6 days.
plenty of time. All right, back in the shop the next day. Nate is helping me out by collecting all the tools over here because, as you guys know, we got a lot of work to do. We got to get this motor torn out. LS Fest, it's Monday, Labor Day, is leave Friday. Those are big drill bits. Just leave those there, bud. Thank you. All right, so I'll pull the exhaust off, torque converter, transmission, bell housing bolts, drain some fluids, unhook a couple belts up front here. And then this thing should be pretty much, we'll take the hat off and then use the strap to go down to the exhaust ports. And then that will get this motor out of there. And you know, a lot of people were commenting, I shouldn't say a lot, but there were several comments about engines and, you know, I don't know if they're saying that we don't know what we're doing, but it sucked the pan dry, guys. I mean, it was 7,500 RPM consistent rev limiter for almost a minute and 40 seconds. And it's a 7-quart pan. It probably had an extra quart in it. And unfortunately, with the methanol frothing it up and everything, it puked a bunch of that out. And I'll take the blame for myself, you know. This has 40 thousandths restricted push rods in it, but you know, I have a Terminator, which is more than capable of doing something to help save it with oil pressure, like what Steve Morris did in the Death Trap over there, and I didn't do it. I did it on the Dominator when we dynoed it, but this had the Terminator already in the truck, and basically when we dynoed, all we're controlling is ignition. So long story short, this was set up to run the LS, and it had 2 degrees less timing than the dyno. And I wasn't worried about putting the 2 degrees back in it, so I never logged in. So on the dyno it was set up. When I went back in the truck with the Terminator that was pre-existing, did not. So I'm gonna take the blame on this one. So let's get this pulled out today. Let's get it over to my brother's shop. Let's get the pan off and let's see what kind of damages we're working with. Hopefully just polish the crank up because it's a lot of bearing material, but I think we skimmed the first layer of pretty much every bearing. So hopefully we didn't get too far in. We're gonna find out though. Let's get to it. Okay, so an update here, tearing this apart, and I don't know if we got bad news or kind of bad news, but we got a lower crank pulley that's not looking very attached, and it's definitely wiggling all the way back into the hub. So I'm gonna go ahead and I got 2 more bolts up here to get out, and hopefully we take this off and just the bolt backed out inside of here. Otherwise, worst case, we might have a broken crank. So I'll zip those other 2 out and we'll check it out. All right, well, we got all the pan bolts out, and I don't know.
The front one there.
Front one, what are we looking at?
The rod.
A little, oh yeah, a little blue on that.
Blue. Turn it over. Yeah.
Yep, definitely a little bearing material there.
Crank you guys
Can we get something on here?
got a light here.
Yep, yeah, shine that in there. Let's see that.
Don't move.
Probably don't move at all. I don't know. Either way, it should bite enough to get it. Just bring that one rack in the front left corner. Well, I got the rest of the windage tray pulled off, and I don't know, Nick, it's not looking very good.
No good-o.
El no good-o. I'll have to ask Carlos what that is. Carlos, comment down below. As Carl would say, El no good-o.
She's coming. It's softer.
That was very exciting.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic.
Why is that all narfed up? Did we do something to the end of that? Well, this isn't a good sign either. I really can't see that. What am I looking at? Yeah, right there. On the back of that cap there. You see it? Feel it. I think that means the edge of the crank might have been hitting that. See these narf marks right here? That's another El no good-o. Well, I think we better pull the heads off and
We'll pull this off here and
Well,
we'll see the...
Oh, you want to pull a main cap so we can pull this front section of the crank out, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, we might have parts to give away here. Nick, get entered in.
Yeah.
Oh, friends and family don't count. Sorry. Well, we can't say friends. All of our YouTube subscribers are all friends. They want to win. All right, pull that front main cap off then.
Yep. Ain't coming.
Yeah. Fucking.
Uh-oh. There's a couple.
Brand new.
I don't see it split up the snout anyways.
Removed, evidently.
All right, we'll continue tearing apart, I guess. First rod coming off. It already doesn't look good anyways, I guess. Stinks. Smells like it's hot. Here, give it a little smack. I don't think we're reusing it anyways. Just smacked it on for you.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
Oh, house,
Yeah, actually. Well, that's only one down.
Yeah,
Jason. We got 7 more to go. It is an 8.
6 to 9 more to go.
Yeah, I think we need new rods. Monar.
Yeah. Hopefully got them in stock.
Sponsor.
All right, well, last update. We got all the main caps off, and they look good. So I think we saved the block, which is good. Jason's got a little bit of work to do this week.
Me?
You're the engine guy. I still got a Mopar to build for 2 weeks from now. Well, less than 2 weeks, actually. So, crank, we got another one somewhere on a shelf here. And the block's good. Pistons are good. The rods are junk. Got all those sitting over here, and obviously bearings are junk. Rods have been blued. There's only like maybe 1 or 2. Like this one's not too bad, but we ain't going to reuse these. These were old rods that I'd laying around anyways. But yeah, the pistons, we'll reuse those, and rings and stuff. So we'll get a new set of rods here. They'll show up. Today's Monday already, Labor Day, obviously. So, Jason, rods on Wednesday. You got to, what, bounce everything?
Why is this rubbing here?
Who's rubbing what?
Why is this not black anymore?
Somebody rubbed off on it?
Carl, you been here?
Yeah, it's the least of our worries. We should probably look into what happened here. So yeah, new rods Wednesday. Jason will have to get all that bounced up with the crank. And then we'll need to get this drilled because we had this pinned with a pin kit. So we'll have to... You still got all that stuff? You remember where it's all at?
Yeah, I found it when we were digging
Oh,
for everything.
well, good thing we found that. So pin that for the hub and then put it back together. I don't think we'll have to go through the heads or anything. They look good. They're sitting over here. So Jason will just have to get all this stuff washed up, or somebody can. And then new head gaskets and put it together. And that means Friday morning before we leave, I'll have to be putting this thing in.
Tanner's got Friday off too, don't he?
Oh yeah, Tanner, when you're watching this, you'll be at my shop Friday.
You
So
and Emily.
Yep.
You can watch TV.
Yep, she can help put some stuff on. All right, so as you've seen there, we went through everything, and they're working on currently putting the motor back together. Again, Thursday night here, as you just seen all that stuff. And current situation is they're drilling the crank right now for the new front hub. We found out we had some issues with the spacing on that front hub. And so my brother actually machined the recess down in there, got some washers made and everything else. So that should be fixed for the issue with the hub on the front. And then we also went ahead, I'll insert a picture here. I TIG welded on another breather on the valley cover. So we're planning on putting a catch tank up here, an additional catch tank, I should say. We want to quit puking oil. We just got a lot of crankcase pressure in this, and I don't know if it's because of the amount of boost we're running. It's upwards of 23, 24 PSI. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'll have another video, maybe a little bit of a recap on putting the motor in here, getting it fired up, and heading off to LS Fest. So thanks again, guys. Like I said, if you want to support us, head on over to boosted-ride.com. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.